What do you think the recipe is for that success? Why are you such a successful academy?
They've got that success without having the full senior side, the pro youth of Hibs and Hearts and local area they've got there.
The thing is, let them play. I'm trying to let them play and create the right atmosphere for them to play the game, Don't try and sat-nav them.
If I was to mention to you the names such as Kenny Miller, Alan McGregor, Lee Griffiths, Derek Riordan, Colin Nish, all Scottish internationals, all retched into Scottish history, you would think, wow, incredible. What if I was to tell you that all of these players came from the one academy, going by the name of Hutchison Vale? Yes, I am here in Edinburgh to show you what may possibly be the best academy in Scottish football. Hutchison Vale are a club with over 150 graduates who've went into the professional game, and that is only getting better. Yes, I am here in Edinburgh once again to bring you a video on Scottish football that you may not know about. You may recognise this stadium. Well, we are here at Spartans. Right now, Hutchison Vale currently ply their trade in the East of Scotland Football League, and they face off against Broxburn Athletic in a top of the table clash in the Premier Division of the East of Scotland Football League. Described in 2019 by the BBC as Scotland's most fruitful football academy, Hutchison Vale, right behind me, are definitely a football club that have contributed to the success of the Scottish football scene. If any of you watch Open Goal, you will have seen Derek Riordan and Gary O'Connor speaking about this club and speaking about how important it was for their fruition into the professional scene of Scottish football. Well, let me just tell you, they weren't the only players. You heard the list of players I've just spoke to you about, and the list just goes on. It's absolutely incredible. I'm going to insert it here if you want to read through and see any of these players. Today, well, we may just be watching some of the next generation, some of the next players that are going to come onto our scene on our TVs. When you read the list of players that have come out of this club, wow, I think there is no question that this is the most successful football academy. This team right here currently sits second in the East of Scotland Football League, and visiting them tonight is Broxburn Athletic, who sit first. If there are players in this team that are ready to prove themselves on the big occasion and move up to that next step, well, this may just be the occasion for them. So, without further ado, let's go and find out a little bit more about this club and find out their magic recipe for such a great success with their players over the years. And we're off on our scouting mission to find the next big players of Scottish football. Right, we are currently 5 minutes into the game, and I was waiting on somebody from Hutchison Vale to speak to. However, there's a huge crowd. People are still queuing up to get in. Look at this. For a Friday night game in the East of Scotland Football League, this place is mobbed all the way around here. Right, we've caught him. Tom, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, Tom Smith, club leader at Hutchison Vale.
Right.
Been there 37 years.
37 years. Yeah. Tom, so for the people that maybe don't know about Hutchison Vale, yeah. I grew up playing against them. They were always one of the top teams. As you can see here, once again, one of the top teams in the league. You come from a youth system that's created some amount of names. Would you like to say some of the names that have came through the club?
John Collins, there was Alan Preston, there was Kevin Thompson, Stevie Whittaker, Lee Griffiths, Jason Cummins, John Hughes, Derek Riordan, Gary O'Connor. There's loads of them. There's far too many to actually today. Just Alan McGregor at Rangers, Kenny Miller.
That's what I'm saying, we could be here all day. I was just talking about that earlier, we could be here all day. This academy right here has created probably the most memories in Scottish football, the most players that I've ever heard of. So have you been there when some of these players have came through?
Of course, I coached some of them, of course.
Which players have you spoken?
Paul Hanlon and Gary Locke.
So you've guided them through?
Lee Griffiths and Jason Cummins, these pretty players.
Crazy.
The thing is, let them play. I'm trying to let them play and create the right atmosphere for them to play the game, Don't try and sat-nav them. Because a lot of them are free spirits, and You've got to let that shine you through.
So, what do you think the recipe is for that success? Why are you such a successful academy compared to all the other
Well, I think we have a
football?
lot of hard work over the years with a lot of people. You know, that's the thing. I'm in charge of it, I suppose. I'm the custodian of it. But all these coaches, they're all voluntary. People got to remember that as well. There's no money from anybody to run the academy or to just to run Hutchison Vale. Start to finish. From start to finish. So,
And we've just seen a penalty against Broxbourne.
against
Your team.
Hutchie, yeah.
You got a penalty against you. Right, tonight, who are we looking out for to be in the next generation coming through here? Who do you think?
There's a lot of youngsters out there tonight and on the subs bench. I think there's about 7 under 18s, which is good.
Who do you think could be the next Derek Riordan? Who do you think? What names should we look at for?
There's a lot of boys that have just went into the senior game in the last 2 years. Rory Adams, the goalkeeper, so Dundee United. Bruno Davison, it's
Penalty for Broxbourne here.
Is
Goal. Broxbourne lead 1-0.
they do alright.
So tonight, how do you think you've got on? Obviously, you're 1-0 done just
I've
now.
not seen much yet, but I'm hoping to come back. The traditionally play better in the second half, I've got to say.
Do they? Excellent. Well, all the best, mate. Thank you very much. And let's hope you get a result tonight. Oh, doesn't look good at the moment. Broxbourne are all over them. Oh. Nearly 2-0. Just going to stop this in a minute. Does anyone notice this synchronisation? Look at the 3 players. Right, Lewis, you watch my videos, you've got a message.
Come on the hot chair.
Love that, mate. My guy, you can't come to Spartans and not get some of their famous pastries. This place right here, the best in Scotland for pastries. Half time here, and it's currently 1-0 to Broxbourne. We have got a bridie and a sausage roll and a wee bovril. It is freezing. Look at the colour of my hands. Sausage rolls, 9 out of 10. I get 2 packets of sauce. There is no need for sauce when your bridies are as good as this. 10 out of 10, the best bridies in the country. Tell me a better one. Right, just into the second half here. And I'm scrammed up. That was absolutely unbelievable. The best pastries in the game. Second half, we're going to need some more at Hutchison Vale. Not really seen much of them, to be fair. That first half was a bit dreich, as you'll probably see with the highlights. If there's going to be the next talents coming out of this team, well, we need to see it. We've not seen it yet. Second half, let's hope we can see some of these talents and see some of this next generation coming from the most successful academy in Scottish football. Oh! What a chance to make it 2. Oh my goodness! Oh! Look at this. What a howler. In such a big game, that is a huge mistake to be making. The keeper cross came in and it skidded. He's waited on the bounce and it skidded past him. He's missed it. And it just went into the goal. Hutchison Vale find themselves 2-0 behind. To league leaders Broxbourne. That does not look good for them. Right, the boys have given us a touch of the ball. Let's see if I've still got it. Have I still got it, boys? Oh! Look at that. Boys, who are you here with? Hutchison Vale. So many big names have came through, right? Are you going to be the next one?
Yeah.
You're going to be the next one? He's all. Oh, a save to keep him in it. He's made amends after that howler. Andrew, you're the club photographer for Broxbourne. However, Andrew, I'm here focused on Hutchison Vale. I will be along to see your mob soon. What do you think about Hutchison Vale?
It's always been a big academy in the time for...
And now they've just scored. They've just scored an absolute screamer. They're back in it. Well, there's a Hutchison Vale we've been waiting on. And they've just scored an absolute belter, edge of the box into the bottom corner. As we were just saying, Hutchison Vale, the names that they've brought through, the players, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, a big academy team right through like the whole local area. There's always been, the name's always been there, it's always been a big name as well. The draw they've had for young boys in the areas has been there for a long time. I'm sure it'll keep going. They've got that success without having the full senior side, the pro youth that you get with your big teams like Hibs and Hearts in the local area they've got that managed to get that success without the big tie of that first team.
Most players now are all come through the pro youth system, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's mad to think like so many of these big names came through a club system like this, just a local team that it's so successful. And when I was looking at the list earlier, there was like over 100 players have came through like into professional game. It's mental. It's absolutely crazy. Do you think we're seeing any of the future stars in this pitch today?
There's a good couple of young boys out there, so something to keep an eye on in the future and see how they go.
You've just scored there. It's now 2-1. Who's going to win it?
Probably Broxburn. Oh, yeah. 3-2.
He's run Hutchie colours and he's saying that. That's shocking, isn't it?
Hutchie's going to win 3-2.
Love that from you, mate. I love the positivity. Are you going to be the next stars coming out of the Hutchinson Academy?
Yeah, probably.
You're not very optimistic, mate. That goal has heated this game right up. Oh. Now Hutchie Vale having a go. Luca?
Yeah.
Right, big question I'm going to ask you. Hutchie Vale have come back into it now, it's 2-1. It's been such a good game, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think that Broxburn have been the better team, but you know, Hutchie have been quite good, so it's a close game at the moment.
What's the score going to be? Who's winning?
I think Broxburn will win 3-1.
10 minutes to go. Can Hutchie Vale find that equaliser and maybe even a winner? Oh, Broxburn run. What a tackle that is. The next Gary Caldwell. Oh, inches. Hutchie Vale are pressuring. This game's getting feisty now. It's all on the line. First 3 seconds, remember. Oh, he slipped. What a challenge, man. Oh my God. How has she just missed that? That's just come off the post. What? That wee winger, number 11. Him right there. He's been a standout for me. He could be the next big thing for Scottish football. Oh. Caught with the keeper. And that might just be time. There we go. Broxburn have just won it. Unfortunately for Hutchie Vale, it wasn't to be for them tonight. This team, they weren't able to do it tonight, however, they may just have a few stars in the making that were playing in that game. Some of them turned up in the big occasions, some of them never. Well, there you have it, Scotland's most successful academy, bringing through all the names. However, unsuccessful tonight, they weren't able to get the result. Thank you for joining me on this one, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.